Thanks for coming. I wanted to report an incident with my son, and I didn't want to do it at our house.
Okay.
Because of fear of my soon-to-be ex-husband, and he is engaged in this kind of stuff before.
Okay.
And I need to keep documenting it, basically.
Gotcha. What happened?
Okay, so this. Go ahead.
So what happened, man?
So my dad, obviously my parents are getting a divorce.
Okay, can you speak up a little bit?
Yeah, so my parents, they're getting a divorce.
Okay.
It's not a breakup. So I had called my dad about a week ago, last Friday.
Okay.
And he was just talking about, some of the things that are going on that are happening, and it's, his take.
Okay.
His things. And there's sort of an incident where he went up to my grandmother's house and he took our dining room table that was in the garage over there, and someone from one of his job sites, is a contractor, he brought over to my grandmother's house to give them our table.
Okay.
And obviously he wasn't allowed over there. He couldn't. He invited people in there to just start taking a dining room table.
Okay.
And so that, among other things on the phone that we were talking about, that obviously, that blew up with my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And he accused her on the phone of having thrown a knife and scissors at him. And that did not happen. That was, he made that up. Or at the very least, I don't even know. That's all that he had told me, that she had thrown a knife and scissors at him.
Okay.
And then, so I just got back from Miami. I'm moving all my things back from the university down there. And so Friday night, we went out to dinner, and that's when I told my grandmother that he had accused her of having thrown a knife and scissors at my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, she couldn't believe that he had, wherever he got that from, or however he conjured that in his head. And then, so yesterday, my mom brought that up to my dad, because he's always kind of bad talking to my mother, and because he thinks that I'm sort of his confidant to do that with.
Okay.
And then, so my mom brought that up to him yesterday, and of course he absolutely flared. And my mom had said to decide, and we were getting ready to go down and pick up my things in Miami to move back from the university. And I was upstairs in my room looking for my sunglasses, and that's when he came up the stairs to me. And he locked me in the hallway. He wouldn't let me move. Asked me, that's what he does. He's done this before. He'll just get in your way. He won't let me move. And he put his hands up in my face. This is what he does. And then, and I really suspect he's bipolar.
Okay.
He'll snap, and it doesn't take very much. He went from very calm, and within all the, just like that, he let out a scream and told me to stop it. And then he grabbed me by both my arms and he shoved me up against the door frame.
Mm-hmm.
I told him to let me go. And I'm trying to get to the stairs, and then he's said, "If you're not gonna get out of here."
Yeah.
And he just kept trying to pull me back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did anybody get this on video by any chance? I know it's kind of rare.
No.
All right. Do you have any marks or bruises
No.
anything visible that could show any of this? Okay. Just out of you guys didn't. Why didn't you call right away? I'm not trying to put blame on you, but that's a big part of the investigation.
It wasn't my decision.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I
well, you're 19, right?
No, I am.
You can call, man.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. But the thing is, it's like my dad is not. He's not.
Okay.
Here. He's not
All right.
in a good spot, and he thinks that we conspire against him.
Gotcha.
He's borderline paranoid.
Okay.
And
is he at the house?
no.
Where's he at?
He's at the parking lot of Home Depot.
At Home Depot?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he stay there still with you guys, or does he live someplace else?
He stays at our house.
Okay, so you guys still all reside together?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do me a favor, stay right here. What's going on? He kind of told me, I guess there's some stuff with him and Grandma, with Dad and Grandma.
Yeah, there's another incident about 2 weeks ago where the police were called on my husband. He had an altercation with my mother.
Okay.
At a different address. She also lives in Abacoa. And he got in her face. He was intimidating. He was yelling at her. He came onto her property. She asked him to leave. He also brought some other stranger guys, these Hispanic guys, and brought him onto her property. And
That's what he was telling me.
Yeah, and started loading our possessions into this guy's truck and giving them away to him. And, you know, my mom was like, hey, you need to get off my property. I don't know what you're doing. My daughter's not here. You shouldn't be doing this. He wouldn't. He kept getting in her face. There was an incident recorded for that.
You said law enforcement did respond?
Yes, law enforcement came, and my mom called. She was afraid. He was getting in her face, yelling and just intimidating. And she called me, and I said, stay on speaker. I'm calling. I wasn't there. I'm calling some officers to come right now. They did. They did an incident report or whatever they had to do.
Okay.
So my son rather is down at school in Miami. I picked him up yesterday, or the other day.
Yeah. Real quick, because I want to get kind of to the incident that happened.
Yes, yesterday.
Because he pretty much said the same thing.
Okay.
With the incident yesterday, he said that Dad, I guess, was walked up to his room.
Yes.
He was looking for his sunglasses and other property. Dad grabbed him by the shoulders, pushed him up against the wall.
Yeah.
Were you present for any of this?
No, but I'd walked outside because we were getting ready to leave.
Okay.
And I was getting ready to leave, actually. I was loading my stuff into the car in the back, and I heard a scream.
Okay.
I was outside. I heard this shrill.
Okay.
I run back into the house, and I hear this. He was pounding him. I heard it, and then he was at the top of the stairwell grabbing him, and I thought he was going to throw him down the stairwell. And I screamed. I said, take your hands off him. Take your hands off him.
Okay.
I said, if you don't take your hands off him, I'm calling the police.
You guys need to...
I was scared at the moment, and Luke was scared, and I said, just get in the car, we're leaving. Get in the car. He said, Mom, I want to go with you. I said, yes, you're going with me, get out. And I had an appointment I was going to. He was afraid at the moment. I was afraid. I thought, because he immediately de-escalated as soon as I said, I'm calling the police, take your hands off him, and he did.
Yeah.
And my thing is, he's done this now.
Thank you.
He's done this several times. He's done this to me. He's physically assaulted me. I didn't call the police at that time.
That's the biggest issue with this. I cannot.
I know.
My investigation at this point is ruined on that aspect. And it's not your fault. I understand there's fear involved. You're probably worried. You're fear of retaliation. But the only way that we're going to be able to settle this going forward is if you guys call us immediately.
At the moment,
because now my investigation is pretty much destroyed. He's told me he does not have injuries or anything like that, anything for me to document. That's another big aspect of this investigation that it would give me something to work on. And I understand that Dad has problems with you and him. So, when this stuff happens, you guys, I'm not putting blame on you or anything like that. I'm just letting you know for future notice and for future investigations. We're going to document it. But from going forward, if something happens, I understand if you're afraid, but you have to call us immediately.
I should have called immediately.
Yeah. I told him the same thing.
We left the house. We were afraid.
Okay.
And
if that's the case, you can do that too. You can leave the residence. We'll come out and conduct the investigation, but it needs to be that same day so we can work it. Do you have ID on you by any chance?
in my car.
Okay, you can grab that. Some of them are going to sound a little weird. I'll explain them better, just because they're worded kind of oddly. All right, so the first question I have for you, the aggressor is going to be your dad in this situation, obviously. All right, did the aggressor ever use a weapon against you or threaten you with a weapon, ever? No? Okay. Did the aggressor ever threaten to kill you, and do you have children? Okay. Has he ever threatened to kill you? Okay. Do you think your dad would ever try to kill you? Okay. Has he ever choked you? Okay. Does he have a gun, or does he have access to obtain one? Okay. Is his aggressive behavior violently or consistently jealous, or does the aggressor control most of your daily activities? So what that means is, like, in your day-to-day life, does he affect you a lot?
No.
Okay, no? All right. Is he unemployed? Or does he?
In between.
So he does have work currently, or no? If he has some type of work, then it's employed, technically. Okay.
He's been getting worse in the time that I've been away. But him being in the house, I think there's nothing I can do about that.
I can't kick him out of his place, right, for anything like that, man. He resides there, and if there's no probable cause for me to enact an arrest, my hands are tied legally. I can't violate his rights and kick him out of his house, unfortunately, in these situations. But if, like I said, if anything, even if it's an argument, you need us to come over, please call us. That's how, like, this stuff is only going to get fixed if you guys either A, separate completely, cut all ties. I know she's talking about the divorce, or B, we get involved at that point. You know, it's unfortunate because I know it's your dad at the end of the day, but the situation's getting out of hand. It seems. You know. Okay, I don't know if these officers explained to you already. We're gonna go try to make contact with him in reference to this investigation. We don't have a choice in the matter. We need to talk to him and get a statement from him. I already explained that all to your son. The case number for your documentation is on that pamphlet I gave him. It's gonna be the second number.
I mean, we're gonna catch hell as soon as he comes home, but I'll call if something goes down.
I know, but how are we supposed to fix this if we don't make contact with him in reference to this?
I got it.
You know? Yeah.
Huh? I know. I got it.
Yeah. That's why you called us, right?
It is. I guess I just am wanting this documented, and you got to do what you got to do.
I don't know if you should explain his mental state. Yeah, I mean, it seems like his behavior is very profound about.
I mean, like 1 week ago, he was sitting behind Walmart with the homeless guy drinking in the bushes. I mean,
The thing, it's not that
it's his business to do that.
no, it's just what, I mean, I don't think there's many people who
All right. If you have any other issues, stuff gets heated or something, give us a call. All right. We'll be there right away.
I appreciate your coming out.
No problem.
Sorry. Thank you for meeting us here. I was nervous about being at the house and everything.
No issue at all.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
Thank you. Hey, how's it going, sir? I'm Sergeant Jordan with the Jupiter Police Department.
Yeah.
We're here to investigate an incident that's being reported to us, and apparently that involves you and your 19-year-old son, something that happened.
Okay.
Can you step out of the vehicle for me so we can talk about this? All right, what's your name, sir?
Brad.
Yeah, okay. Mine is too. Nice to meet you.
What's it?
Brad Jordan.
Oh, Brad. Okay.
Yeah. So, what's going on?
I'm just here trying to go through some paperwork right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Working?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, that's why we're here to contact you. We had the other half reach out to us. So the investigating officers will be on their way here to speak with you about it, and we'll go from there. Do you have any identification with you, by chance? Any weapons in the vehicle or anything? Just standard questions. Yeah. No problem. Is there anybody else that we need to talk to about this incident that you?
I mean, I can tell you what happened. I mean, you want me to wait?
Yeah, if you want, that's fine.
I mean, I can tell you.
Okay.
It's like I'm just sitting here with the credit card company. My son got a scholarship to go to the University of Miami. We're $200,000 in debt for credit card. He's burning up my credit card doing Uber. He gets free food at the University of Miami. I got a scholarship there as architectural school.
So he's using your Uber or using the credit card on your Uber?
Right now I'm just going through credit card fraud right now.
Oh wow.
There's 20. I mean, that's what I was doing on the phone right here because they keep burning up my credit card, and my wife is divorcing me, and it's just like they're just like sabotaging my ability to make a living, sabotaging my livelihood. It's all tipping, you know, and it's almost it's like a vendetta against me. I don't deserve it.
So you think the stuff that he's doing is deliberate?
Yeah, it's almost sabotaging my. Yeah, well, maybe from their standpoint, I probably deserve it, but that's what I was doing. Just got off the phone because I went and changed my credit card over at Chase Bank at Alton. Last Monday, thinking that Chase was doing a new credit card, but it was all a digital footprint, and he continues through his wallet to make expenditures down there for himself that my wife gave him my credit card number, and I need to go back to Phoenix to go to work to try to keep making a living. And
what's in Phoenix?
I lived in Phoenix. I'm from Minnesota originally. I've got a general contractor's license in Phoenix, and I'm going back to Flagstaff to go work for a family member, and so I'm trying to get ready to go do that.
So you're gonna be moving out of the house?
That's the point, but I'm trying to leave town, but I don't have any money to get that direction because they keep burning up all my credit card. I'm trying to do work to get money to even go that way.
Yeah. So your son's what, 19?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's an adult, you know. It's up to you whether how much support you want to provide him, you know.
I don't know, is this like a Baker's Act?
No. Nobody said that.
5, 6.
Yeah, you just got here first.
Officer Gonzalez.
Hey, nice to meet you.
All right, man. What's Okay, so apparently yesterday morning you got into a verbal altercation with your son?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
And then he's trying to push by me, and then I grabbed him like that, and then he kind of fell this way, and then that was it.
Okay, what do you mean he fell?
I just wanted him to sit and talk with me, and he's like pushing by me to get by me to go down the steps, and then that was it. That's all.
Okay, nothing, what led up to that? What were you guys trying to talk about?
Our family's just falling apart. My wife is divorcing me.
So he was trying to get by you, you grabbed him.
I wanted to talk to him.
Okay.
I was offering to go to Miami to help. I've got text messages about moving his furnishings back on Thursday because he's done with school in Miami, and there's just a family tip. I can show you the text messages. I offered to go help my son, and he won't have it. So I'm trying to remedy an issue, but it's like he's just doesn't want to hear it.
All right, man. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me. Put the back of your palms together.
Put them together like you're praying, just opposite.
Yeah, there you go. You might need to. I got a second one. Hold up.
Got it.
Yeah, I got it. Just don't move from me, alright? Alright, so based on your statements and what you told me, you're going to be arrested for domestic battery, alright? He didn't want you to touch him, you grabbed him, and that's where we're at, alright?